Hello there everyone. Alex here with Lucksack Games, here to bring you another league with Pioneer. This time we're going to be piloting Pioneer Prowess. So if we want to take a quick peek at that, deck based around these Prowess creatures like Soul Scar Maids and Swift Spear and Blister Coil and a bunch of burn spells. We do get to go first. We start off with a risky one-land hand. I think with double Dreadhorde Arcanist, we can go ahead and mulligan this one. Alright, another risky one-land hand. I think we're going to keep this one, though. This one is light at the stage. So we can Swift Spear on one. And if we draw the land, we can second Swift Spear attack light at the stage. Not the best start, but hey, you know, we're getting things off to a start. See what the opponent does. Tap land. That's a creature that blocks ours pretty darn good. That just means I have to go for the land, right? Yeah? Okay. Let's draw the land. Draw the land off of this crash through. Land, please. Okay. So now we get in there for two. And then we light up the stage. This looks like humans again, which if you watch our last video, we just finished playing against humans. Good old post-combat prowess triggers. Ooh, a light up the stage hitting another light up the stage. That's always fun. That's always fun. Alright, so they're removing our Swift Spear from the battlefield. And then passing. Okay. So this is a Swift Spear. Play Rootbound Crag. Remove your blocker. We could have also just shocked them and then lit up the stage, but I don't think that's correct. I think just getting him for two here and then lighting up post-combat is fine. Cast a Spectacle. Exiling another light up the stage. Yay! All our light up the stages finding more light up the stages. That's so great. Unfortunately, we keep losing our creatures. So let's see if we can find land, I guess. Alright. I think we'd rather have Dreadhorde Arcanist than light up the stage. I'm going to shock this and play the Dreadhorde Arcanist. And then I think I'm just going to pass the turn. We can buff this guy's toughness if it's relevant. Let's cast it. Should have gone for the light at the stage. That's fine. Ornithopter. No idea what the opponent's got going on over there, but that's a lot of our stuff that they have stolen. We're going to leave up Atarka's command as a Skullcrack. We're hoping to draw in some creatures. Hope of Ghirapur. Yep. And a Stone Coil, X equals 1, sure. Ooh, a Soul Scar Mage. That's a creature. That's a creature. Hopefully we get to draw draw into a couple spells. That'd be pretty awesome. Yeah, opponent looks like they're going to get in there and then sack their Hope of Ghirapur. Yep. Until your next turn. Alright, so our turn, we can't. Oh, that's so cool. Yes. That is indeed an 8/8. Here's a Blister Coil wielded. That is the second Prowess creature, so I'm pretty sure one of these abilities is not Lifelink or Vigilance, so if they get in, it does tap them down. Yeah. Storm Coil Servant isn't exactly ideal. And 10 now. Trample? No thanks. See if we can just string together enough spells to kill our opponent. Is theoretically possible. Okay. And reach, that's my favorite. People forget about that part. Skewer, target them. And then depending on how they block, I think we might get it with this Battle Rage. Yay, they put 1 toughness on the multicolor creature. Battle Rage me, baby. Never not dead to Temur Battle Rage. Never not dead to Temur Battle Rage. Keep that in mind, kids. Yep. Still fine. Boom. Alright. So our opponent's playing a spicy one. They're playing an All That Glitters deck, it looks like. We're going to want these Cinder Vines. We want these Searing Blades. I feel like there's a good chance we do. They only have a couple threats. Damage to a creature with flying. I don't know how many of those with flying they had, though. Just kind of trimming around everything. A little bit more interactive, so we slowed down our deck a little bit. I don't know if that's the correct call, but we did. We can keep this. It's a pretty fast draw. Let's see if they have a whole bunch of glass caskets to put our creatures in. Stone Coil? Sure. Well then, that is why we brought in these Searing Blades. So let's see if they have a turn 2 All That Glitters. Looks like it. I like what the opponent's up to. I can totally dig what the opponent's doing. So, let's see. Makes us dead in 2 attacks, but we're going to have to shock it eventually anyways. And maybe we can, let's see. I didn't count, but there's a chance this is lethal on the backswing. Let's find out. I think having trample is kind of ridiculous as well. Kind of needed to not be putting a glass casket opponent. Shame too, if we'd been on the play, we would have killed this stone coil in response to the Ensoul. And we're looking at a totally different game here. It has reach, not flying. Soul Scar Mage. Pass, I guess. Bad as that feels. This thing has trample and such. See if they have more caskets to put us in. Looks like it. Alright, well, I believe this works, so. Target creature gets really big and gains trample. So this should make it 6 power and 5 toughness, so I'll take 1. But that should get rid of their only threat. Hopefully they don't have a follow-up threat, and then yeah, we're just gonna pass these Searing Bloods up. Bunch of 16, we're at 5. I think Who's the Beatdown has been established. Raven Inspector resolves. I don't think we go for any cute 2-for-1s. I think we just go ahead and Searing Blood while the Searing Blood's good. Prowess. Passing the turn. Mind you, these are still lightning bolts, so 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. I'm 2 damage off of lethal. Ghost Fireblade. That's a pretty good one. Ooh, Toolcraft Exemplar. Let's go ahead and kill that one too. I'm actually going to go ahead and go for the shock here as well. Alright, opponent's at 8. Crash through to draw a card. With Cindervines. Alright, I'm in for Cindervines. This is a destructive revelry. Oh, well, that's going to kill us. Well played, opponent. Exactly. Has this exactly at 5 too. I don't think that changes anything. We have the full force Smash to Smithereens, right? Oh, Smash Smithereens was in the other deck. Nice. Full force Cindervines. Yeah, I think this is fun. Would like to play first. This hand's keepable. This mountain will kindly allow us to play an untapped Rootbound Crag. I don't think we'll ever tap down off this Wild Slash. If we can avoid it. I want to top her. Sure, it becomes a 3. Light at the stage, you say. So let's cycle this to draw a card. Then get in there for 2. And then just pass the turn. So we're hoping they go for something on this Ornithopter and we get to zap it in response. So it goes Fireblade. Yep. Ooh, another Toolcraft exam. Okay. That one I guess I'll remove. Alright, so let's see here. We have a couple options. I think the one I like most is just getting in with this first. No blocks means I'm probably going to Colossus on my guy. Deal a whole bunch of damage to you. Alright, I'm in. I don't like wild slashing this, but I think the Prowess triggers the tipping point. Take 7 down to 9, opponent. Also loses our best enabler for both of these spells. Stone Coil for 3, sure. Land. Crash through. Alright, well that's the start of something. See where this leads to. Alright. Not the best skewer, but this will work. So we're going to get in there for 3 again. And if opponent attacks us and doesn't have a blocker, we get to get lit. Seems pretty good. If we draw a bolt, we get to get lit. That seems pretty good. Alright, opponent gains some energy. Equipping Ghost Fireblade. Alright, so they're just going for a big swing with Toolcraft this turn. Seems fine, so we take 5. That is a great draw. Wild Slash them. Get lit. Pre-combat get lit. So any spell off this kills them. Skewer kills them extra dead. Alright, let's attack them for 4. Well played, opponent. Alright, won our first match. Red-Green Prowess. So that one was interesting. That was kind of some definite back and forth there. If you feel that we should have played any of those lines differently, please let me know in the comments down below. I really do read every comment that you leave down there. Start our next match. Come on, opponent. Don't be scared. We won't hurt you. We might drop your life total to 0, but we will not hurt you. No, come here. Come back. Baby, come back. No. Alright, we need a new opponent. Judge, I need a new opponent. My opponent failed to show up. Thank you, Judge. Can you tell that I have had very little sleep and that it is very early in the morning? Going on 2:30 in the morning currently. Woo! Alright, let's try this again. A real opponent this time. Yay! Aw, we lost a die roll. We played against this player last league, but I don't know what they were on. This is a hand of cards that we put in our deck. This is one land triple Arcanist. I think we have to go to 5. This one to keep. Bottom this. Bottom this. We are not just leaning on these light up the stages, they will have to carry us. What have you got, opponent? Breeding pool into land world. So they're probably on energy of some sort. So let's blister coil pass. Ideally we draw a land so we can crash through for the damage and then light up the stage. Yes, this deck's, in my opinion, the best deck in the format. It's the 4-color copycat deck, I believe, that they're currently playing. Oh, I lied. That's a Nissa who shakes the world. Alright, well, good news is we drew the land, so we get to go shock. Light up the stage with Spectacle. It's now big enough that they won't block with Caryatid. I had a land, quite curious. Unfortunately, I think we lose Battle Rage here because I don't think we can get big enough to cast that. When it casts Walking Ballista. That one's pretty good. Are we going to Teamer Battle Rage their Walking Ballista? And then pass the turn. So, very likely they're just going to put another counter on the Ballista and then shoot Soul Scar Mage down. If they do that, we've answered the Ballista, so that's kind of nice. Looks like the line they're taking. No reason not to get in first. Yep. Swifty Sphere, please. Alright, so this is a 3-mana light up the stage. Into a 1-mana cycle. Not too strong. Not super strong. I guess we're just currently banking on the opponent never hitting that right there. The 5th land drop. Opponent's at 11. We cannot beat the Nissa that they are about to cast. Serum Blood's going to be good for their little mana dorks. Probably cut some blister coils. Probably 2 skewers. Try it like that. Yeah. As someone that plays Nissa in Standard, you don't care if your lands get bolted. Your Nissa survives, your lands still produce double. I would like to play first. We'd also like a keepable 7, please. It's definitely keepable 7. A super great one. Leyline of Abundance. I love what the opponent's doing for. It's basically my standard deck on the opponent's Pioneer side of the field. Curious if they have Oko in there as well. As much as I'd love to kill this Elvish Mystic, I don't think I can because I think I have to light up the stage. Now I can just do it next turn with an Atarka's Command, so I'm fine Wild Slashing. Because next turn I can go Atarka's Command, damage, light up the stage. Sure. I'm going to get a little greedy here. Ooh, Searing Blood's going to be great next turn. Searing Blood into Dreadhorde Arcanist looks pretty good. Or double Searing. We got some options. Am I going to cast Nissa this turn? Be pretty powerful. Oh, Polukranos. Polukranos. With its monstrosity ability. Well, that makes it easy. It's going to be Searing Blood, Dreadhorde Arcanist. And pass the turn. We lose that Searing Blaze forever. Luckily, our opponent's down to just 2 mana. So depending on what they have, this Polukranos might not be able to do very much. This one Atarka's Command represents a pretty hefty attack as well. No blocks. Oh my god, they actually attacked. I was quite serious about no blocks. Anything else? Okay, that makes at least a little more sense. Very confused. Right, draw. Who drew a Wild Slash? Still cannot quite kill Polukranos. And Sylvan Caryatid's going to be insane next turn. Alright. So let's start this up with Atarka's Command. Then go to combat, get in, trigger. Target Atarka's Command again. Use modes. 3 damage. Bigger. No reason to keep that untapped. Pass the turn. So, they are almost certainly killing Dreadhorde Arcanist this turn if they're able to. 2, 3, 4, 5. They're actually quite a ways away from. Sweet. Like hearing that. Means this Dreadhorde Arcanist is at least attacking in for another shock. We have a lot of draws off the top of our deck that make that good. Collision Colossus is pretty amazing right now. That represents +8/+8. Definitely like the Leyline of Abundance, though. I'm gonna have to try a Leyline of Abundance deck in Modern, that's for sure. Yeah, that's good. Interesting choice of land. Aste and Vigilante. Okay. We definitely don't fire off this Wild Slash yet. Depending on what we draw, we might be able to Searing Blaze this Nykthos. If we Syrian plays the Nykthos, it's almost certainly lethal. That's not enough for Leyline. Oh, it is enough for Leyline. It's exactly enough. Monstrosity 3, yes. Okay, that's fine. Yep. Kills that. Puts me to 4. Light at the stage. Alright, crash through. Let's draw a card. That's not going to do it. We're going to go ahead and shock our opponent. And then wish them a good game. Well played. Alright, 1-1 with red-green Prowess. Hopefully everyone's doing well tonight. I'm spending a little bit of time up because I'm just so excited about this format. Pioneer is just a wide open field. There's Copycat. There's Jeskai Ascendancy. There's decks that are just the premier combo decks already, and the formats just began. But you know what? We'll figure out answers to those in time. It's a little annoying that Copycat gets Teferi to bounce Pitting Needle. I'm just saying. Alright, a couple Prowess creatures and an Atarka's Command. Seems like what we're signing up for. 3 lands to the absolute cap, so we never want to draw another one. Turn. I went to shock and like an Entomb with either. And it says I'm going to take a couple turns to get going. Blister Coil here. Because while we don't have a 1 mana spell now, we could draw one. Lots in our deck. Lots and lots. Ooh, once upon a time there was I bet they're red-green, or they're black-green Hardened Scales. That's their Hardened Scales. Let's see what your Elvish Mystic. Not Hardened Scales. Ooh, are you elves? Elvish Visionary. That feels like elves. Mountain. I'm not willing to trade Blister Coil if they're ballsy enough to block, so you know, stuff. I want to go after them. I think I kind of want to save to pair with this team or Battle Raid. Actually, I probably want to go Tarkus Command Battle Rage, so let's go ahead and do this turn. Wrestling with the decision a little bit there since it's only putting them to 16. And they're guaranteed to have an Elvish Mystic next turn as well. Yep. That's a lot of elves. I think it would have been good to attack for 1 there. Cycle Battle Rage isn't exactly what you're trying to do in life usually. Attack with all creatures. I think we just throw away a Battle Rage here to protect this. And then pass the turn. Next turn we get to kind of go for the Tarkus Command Team or Battle Rage 1-2 Knockout Punch. The opponent seems to be very conservative with their creatures though. Yes. Shock. It's a free Wild Slash from our side of the battlefield. This Whisper is a good one. Yep. Actually, I'm going to be very curious to see how they block this next turn. So they probably won't want to throw this Beast one Whisperer under the bus. Soul Scar Mage, not exactly the ideal draw there, but it is another creature, so. Let's go like this. Then let's go like this. Damn it, forgot to wait for them to get +1/+1, so now it won't have trample. Should wait for my Tucker's command to resolve. I had it all planned out. But it had double strike and trample. Instead, missed out on 4 whole points of damage there, which is pretty huge. Sorry, 6 points of damage. But it would be at 1. Mad at myself. Hashtag punt skis. Got a little overzealous there to put my spell on the stack. These boyos probably on jumping duty now. Yep. Through the game I did. If we draw literally any burn spell, I threw the game. Well, on the upside, it doesn't look like I threw the game as badly as I thought I did. I wasn't going to draw it anyways. It would have to be like a crash through into a Tarkus command. But I'm willing to play that out. Absolutely. That probably kills us. It's double Shaman, I get to easily concede. I assume this was a draw off the Shaman they packed, because otherwise they definitely sequenced that in the wrong order. Wow. I want to take the draw step to see if we hit any burn spell. Kind of hoping it's just a land so that at least my punt didn't matter in the grand scheme. My punt didn't matter. It was a land. And they have us dead. Very, very dead. So we want all these Searing Bloods. Do we want these Eidolons? Probably. Roast? I think that's going a little deep. Ballistic Core Wields are really bad because they get blocked by all the X1s. I mean, these are fine, but I think they're fine to cut too. I don't think Temur Battle Rage would have been great if I had used it correctly, so maybe cutting it to just me being a little salt monster. Guess I'll keep one. Kills other little elves, but all their elves are pretty redundant too. We really want a recurring source of damage. Guess we'll cut a Soul Scar Mage too. Since we're bringing in so many creatures in the Eidolons. This hand turn 2. Nah. This one wishes it has a green source. I guess we still keep this. I'm going to go ahead and draw to the green source because we already have 2 lands anyways. Swifty Spear, let's get in there for 1. Pew, starting the game, winning the game. That's what the fun part about red decks is. You get to start the game winning the game. Hard part about red decks is not that initial damage, it's the closing damage. Elf. I just told me to go elf myself. And we drew the green source. Pretty good. So we know they won't block. And then it's our turn. Or it's their turn. So let's see what they have. Okay. Ooh, an elf and a pass. I think that's a good sign for us. Yes, I would love to. Atarka's command. +1/+1 in reach. Unfortunately, they don't gain trample yet. Oh. Nice. Alright, that's pretty good of the opponent. Go ahead and remove that. And then let's go to combat and hit him for as much damage as we can. Which looks like it's going to be another 4 damage. Hit him to 11. 11 is still a lot of life. Maybe we shouldn't have gone for the shock there on the Llanowars. Should have gone face, then they'd only be 3 bolts from dead. Kinda sounds better now that I say it in hindsight. Ooh, opponent passing to us. Let's go ahead and crash through and draw a card, see where this leads us. Alright, didn't lead us very far. Let's get in there for 2. And then if they don't do anything before blocks, we're going to Searing Blood this. If the opponent has any effects, like Abrupt Decaying their own Llanowar Elf to save 3 life. Nope. I guess Abrupt Decaying our Monastery Swift Spear still, yeah. Saves them the same amount of life, and they can't target their Swift Spear anyways. Or their thing anyways. Alright, well, they're at 8. I think we need to hit some light up the stages in order to get started. Eidolon would be pretty good, because at least it's repeated damage. A little painful to draw additional lands. Definitely. I think I feel this game's starting to slip. Let's not let that happen. Ooh, opponent getting in there. No fear. They know we're not drawing anything. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and keep Wild Slash as mainly as an enabler. Because we have more than enough lands that if I can try to light up the stage, or ideally light up the stage into a couple of Spectacle Bolts, which I believe I sideboarded some out. So there's less of those in our deck. Yeah. 2. Sideboarded out. Opponent chose not to shock there. Seems reasonable. Probably going for that Beast Whisperer this turn. Ooh, an X spell. I mean, this doesn't end well for us, I imagine. Tutors anything they want for 2. Seems pretty good. Gwendolyn's Elite. So I can Wild Slash this in response, and they won't get the elf. I don't care if they have an elf. I really don't. I think I have to... Our path to victory doesn't involve that. It involves drawing more mountains. That's our path to victory. Is lots and lots of mountains. Lots of them. With 7 mountains, we are 1 mountain away from threatening having a fireball in hand. I bet our opponent's terrified. Opponent gets in there for 6. You take it. We have to draw running bolts. Let's go. Alright, we're done here. We had a lot of draws there to keep that going, but unfortunately, we found almost every land in the deck. Let's keep the hype train rolling. Go to the next match. See if we can combo some Collision Colossuses and Dreadhorde Arcanists. Getting them dead. Getting them dead. 420 Dragon. I like this person already. This hand seems very reasonable. We're on the play. We have a reasonable hand. Let's give this a shot. So this is just Soulscar Mage into Soulscar Mage. Tap you. Well, this looks like an opt end of turn. King you for 1. Wish it could be more, but I have to light up the stage post-combat. Good thing is you shocked, so this attack puts you to 17. I guess the best thing we can hope for in this format is a very painful mono base, right? Spectacle out. Light up the stage. See what we get. Skewer and a crash through. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. See what the opponent plays here. Ooh, is it Declaration Stone? That would be less than ideal if they had a deck in stone. Okay. I can live with that. So I guess we start with Crash Through to try and hit the land. 1 land, please. Yeah, hit it. So now we get to play Blister Coil. And hit them with this. Oh, post-combat. So hit them for 2. Got a little ahead of ourselves again. I need to squeeze in every point. We gotta spectacle this now. Cast a spectacle, target our opponent's face. Alright. So you have now, opponent, you're at 12. We're at 24. Twice as many life points as our opponent. Alright, so let's shock them. Skewer. Alright, well, I'm now just threatening lethal with this attack, so... Did you? Alright. Alright, got game 1. Deaded him. Deaded him real good. Bet your opponent had a Supreme Verdict. Don't worry, we deaded them before they ever got to their Supreme. Kind of feel like they're going to have a pile of removal, so Teamer Battle Rage isn't going to be so good. Eidolons feel like they're going to be pretty good, and I don't think we need to crash through any blockers. It appears to be blue-white control, which, if I had to guess, I imagine this deck probably is favored. We don't have the deal 4 damage uncounterable in this deck like we did in the last one, but that's fine. Yep. I bet you these Dreadhorde Arcanists are not going to connect a lot, but the fact that we have 2 of them is kind of nice. And all of our colors. See what this is. Last Breath, that's fine. Let's go ahead and play Dreadhorde Arcanist. Make our opponent consider that Last Breath. I would assume it's just because they have more interaction. Yeah, baffling. How could it ever end like this? Well, we've drawn almost exclusively lands, so let's go back to drawing spells. I would like to flip the switch back to spells, please. Don't want a Wild Slash, want to actually shock. Wild Slash is strictly better shock. So see if this works. I imagine an opponent has to have a removal spell here. This is maximum greed on our part. Yeah. Okay, well, that's not a big deal. So this will attack, still flashback, Wild Slash, or shock. Yep, shock them, and pass to the turn. They're only at 18 though, so that's still pretty high. What is this? That one's no good. I would like to reduce Teferi's hit points by 2, please. And then I would like to kill him if you do not have a removal spell. That just means I get to go hard, right? Yep. So I attack with this at Teferi. Trigger target. Tarka's command. Okay. Tarka's command. 3 damage to each opponent. Grow my creatures. And kill Teferi. Alright, cool. So we killed Teferi and put our opponent down to 12. And still have Collision Colossus in our grave. This is another Teferi. A verdict for just our one dude. That seems reasonable, though. I don't think we get punished for not playing this land, and I kind of want to hold it up. A little sad we didn't actually have Eidolon. Our opponents cast a lot of spells that would have triggered it. We can concede to that one. That one's going to kill us long before we kill them. Long before we kill them. Kind of want these Cindervines again. Don't really want these Collision Colossuses. Or these Crash Throughs. Alright, let's try it like this. Would like to play first. We're going to keep this one. Soul Scouring Mage. Go. Darn. Darn-a-rooney. Alright, I'm going to Eidolon early because even if they have the answer to it, it'll deal 2 damage to them. So, idle on, bro. Last breath hit, and then it's our turn. We're going to Blister Coil Weird. Let's see what we draw. Blister Coil Will and Soul Scar Mage is pretty reasonable. So ironically, we wish we could draw into a Crash Through for all those Prowess triggers. A Tarkus Command, also a card we sideboarded out that we wish we could draw into right now. Maybe we keep those on the play. Yeah, this is whatever. Ooh, we drew the Atarka's Command. Alright, we'll shock you, opponent. Triggers. Always yield. Also always yield. Let's do a chunk of damage with this. Opponent's representing Spell Pierce. Oh well. Please don't have Spell Pierce, opponent. Don't do it, opponent. Don't Spell Pierce me. Alright. Well, we have them dead to a bolt currently. So, in order to maximize the number of lands I have in play, I will be playing a tap land and passing. So I assume our opponent has a Verdict, but then they have to tap out for the Verdict, and we have one turn to guarantee potentially rip a bolt. Any of our bolts in our deck. Any bolt. One bolt, please. I would actually be okay with Cindervines, too. That is just one of our bolts. Yay! Alright, checking modes. Deal 3 damage to each opponent. I didn't read what the second mode is because it didn't matter. 2-2 with red-green prowess. Going into the last one. Let's see, is this going to be a 2-3 or a 3-2? Woohoo! Deck rewarded us with one of our 3 damage burn spells. That's so good. Wizard's Lightning would have been good. I wonder if we should have taken out the Wizard's Lightnings, potentially, instead of the Atarkus commands. Things to think about. I don't think Atarkus command can hit Planeswalkers, though, and that seems kind of relevant, but we really want to kill them before they even get to Walkers. So there's a good chance I'm playing that wrong. Please, players that play red, I don't play red, help me out. Did I do that wrong? Because remember, regardless of a match result, you can take the wrong line and win a match, and you can take the right line and lose a match. I prefer to play the correct percentage plays whenever possible. So please, if you feel that I could have played that or should have played that differently, leave a comment down below. Can't believe we're in the queue for over a minute. This format's been pretty hot. Our matches have been popping off pretty quick. Wish we had some Okos, because then I could be playing Turn 2 Oko the deck, but unfortunately Okos are like $100 a piece currently. So I could see what I could do about building a deck, but very unlikely they'll be in stock. Okay, opponent. Let's hope to be on the play and hope to have a really fast draw, like Prowess Creature and a double Prowess Creature into a Tarkus Command Bolt you. That draw. That's the draw I want. Oh no! Opponent! Opponent, come back! Oh well. Gotta find a new body to shove into the bag. Gotta find a new body. Alright, so I actually watched a movie called Happy Death Day, and the sequel Happy Death Day 2 with my girlfriend recently. Yesterday and today, actually. And if you like cheesy movies and want to laugh, it's... First one's strongly better than the second. strongly preferred for me, and I think it's better than the second. This guy's too legit to quit. We're going to draw a land. We are going to draw a land off the top of our library. See, we've cleverly hidden the land from our opponent's Thoughtseize by placing it on top of our library. See what the opponent's playing. I don't know if they're playing Thoughtseize. Temple of Mystery. Probably not a Thoughtseize deck. Haha, we hit the land. We're so professional. Never punished. All that other great memes. All those other great memes. So this means if we draw a land, we literally just have triple bolt next turn, or triple shock next turn. I don't know how close to dead that is, but that feels like a lot of damage. It makes me feel like that's a lot of damage. If they play another tap land here. What have you got, opponent? Also curious if they, if they have a fog. We don't want to play into that too hard. So let's go ahead and shock here. And this is an attack for 6. Oh, let's go ahead and Wild Slash him. Kind of like make him have the fog now. Please don't fog me, opponent. Please don't fog me, opponent. Please don't fog me, opponent. Okay, you're at 1. Alright, opponent, you're at 1. You're at 1, opponent. 1 life point. Growth Spiral resolves. Ooh, and an Opt. Opponent has a few spells to still cast. So, if we get... Ooh, is it not Opt? Oh, it was Cycle Hieroglyphic Illumination. Yeah, that's fine. It looks like our opponent is on Wilderness Reclamation. That's a great news for us. Especially if they have the tap land there. Unless they have it. They could have another fog, in which case we just need to draw a burn spell to win the game. They do not have a fog, so we win the game. Sweet. We want Cindervines. That's a no-brainer. Trying to think if we want Eidolon. So, Wilderness Reclamation. Tameo. Nexus of Fate. None of these cards seem like things that are hit by Eidolon. So if I wish I had it game 3, I'll bring it back in. And I guess we'll get rid of these crash throughs. Our opponent, very unlikely to be able to remove our creatures at instant speed, since they are Wilderness Reclamation. I'm going to go ahead and keep this, although we still need a green source for Cindervines. Sweet, now we have Prowess Dude into double Prowess Dude. Again. These are the kind of the draws you need to have against Nexus of Fate, but nonetheless, it's pretty hot. And we drew the green source. Opponent might bounce this if they think we're trying to enable light up the stage. They do not. Ballistic Coil weird. Ballistic Coil weird. Do you want to censor it? You can if you want. I've got 2 other things already. Sweet. And the Cindervines triggers Prowess, you say? That's pretty good. They had the sensor. That's. I just want to put that under our called shots. They had the sensor. Alright, so here they could have Spell Pierce. I'm going to go ahead and shock this in and go for the Cinder Vines. That's fine. So this was only an attack for 2 anyways, so we're going to go ahead and play another Soulscar Mate. I think we're safe not leaving that up this turn. We're not going to attack. They've Haze Poland. Alright, well, this Cinder Vines, haha, nice. Blast Zone. Blast Zone, hell of a magic card. Hell of a magic card. So they're going to get to Wrath our board here, and that's a little sad. We're hoping that they want to save it. Ooh, they are going to take 4 and use their life total as a resource. Nope, they're just going to go ahead and do it. This is the correct play, but not what we wanted to see. Let a land pass turn. Hopefully they don't have another Blast Zone, because then that answers Cinder Vines before they have to start going off. We're not really pressuring them. Looks like they're just going to play the Reclamation into the Cinder Vines. Ooh, Tamiyo. Yeah, that's fine. What's Tamiyo going to do? Tick up looking for Wilderness Reclamation or Nexus of Fate? Take down targeting Blast Zone. Seems reasonable. Alright, so I'd like to take away their Tamiyo. Kinda don't want them to continue to have access to that. No, not like this. Not like this. Oh no. I think Nexus is gonna get this game. Blast Zone's gonna go up to 2. Oh, we can't cast this Dreadhorde Arcanist. This Blast Zone's about to go to 2. A little unfortunate of a draw there. Wish we had some sort of Pitting Needle. I think they just messed up and put their Blast Zone to 3. Pretty sure they wanted to put it to 2. Awkward. Maybe not. Now I'm not sure. Unfortunately, we still can't play as Arcanist until they blow a Blast Zone. So, our turn. All the 2-drops. Alright. Well, we've got something for post-Blast Zoning. Probably only going to put 1 counter on it this time. Yep. Would not surprise me to see them potentially combo off as well in the next turn or 2. They were so happy to rip the Wilderness Reclamation, they did almost cast it right into our Cinder Vines. Wow, this is awkward, isn't it? The Cinder Vines did exactly 1 damage. Boom. The opponent has enough currently that if they have a Nexus in hand, they get to start comboing off. Yep, that's a Wilderness Rec. Float 3 Nexus of Fate is what this looks like. Yep. Oh, excuse me. Definitely Nexus. It's the only thing that costs that much. Thank you, opponent, for revealing your card. Ooh, Growth Spiral 2. Alright. Good news is until they actually have like a Tameo. We're not too concerned. Please no Tameo. Second Reclamation's fine. A little annoying because now I can't blow it up with Cinder Vines, but hey. Nice. I can 100% get behind getting in there with Lumbering. Especially when it gets to untap as a blocker. Pretty hot. Alright, our turn. Let's get down the Cinder Vines. Get down Dreadhorde Arcanist. And pass turn. Do you know how long we've been sandbagging these opponent? And since they have 2 Willows Reclamations, I kind of just want to let them have whatever they play. This is whatever. Huh. That's a Cerulean Drake. 3 damage to each opponent. Fabulous. Untap all lands you control, yep. Alright, well, let's start with an Atarka's command. And from there, I'm probably going to cast another Atarka's command. And we're going to see if we can string together some series of lethal draws. Luckily, this thing has trample, so. An Atarka's command again. 2 damage, creatures get bigger. Block, that's fine. Take some damage about it. Okay, it's the opponent's turn. Alright, so I think next turn we will try to flashback Shock. Alright, just drawing a land there is great for us. Yep. Alright, shock you. Okay. Crash through. I mean, that draws us a card. Okay. Mm-hmm. shock. Base. See what the opponent gets with here. I imagine it's animate lumbering falls block. It's a good line. Hexproof, yes. It is hexproof. I realize that I cannot do the 1 damage to it. See if my opponent lets Wild Slash resolve. Cool. A little surprised the opponent let Wild Slash resolve. Drew another land. Ironically, the opponent's inability to draw spells is also keeping them alive. This is no additional clock, and now we can draw a haste creature. Oh, I guess not, because Lumbering falls. Alright. Alright. That kills them, right? So now we get to go. Is it you or a permanent you control? Target to you. Wild Slash you. Does it resolve? Okay. That's fine. Cindervines. Blow up a Wilderness Reclamation. And bolt you, opponent. That was a great last game. Well played. Alright, we ended 3-2 with Red-Green Pioneer Prowess. Alex here with Lucksack Games. Very glad you joined me for this league. Remember, if you like to see content for the Pioneer format, please like these videos. It lets me know which of my content is most popular and which I should continue doing. As well as subscribe if you haven't already so that you know when more content comes out. If you ring that little bell icon, it'll let you know every video that I have that comes out. And if there's any commentary you have on my videos, please leave it in the comments down below. I am striving to improve my content. As always, Alex here with Lucksack Games telling you to have an awesome night.